Corpse has a lot of paranoia and anxiety about his face being leaked. I don't necessarily, but if his were to quote unquote get leaked, I'm not going to go out and Google it because I don't care. I will respect the fact that he's probably fucking dying inside or whatever, but it just doesn't bother me that much because I don't need to know. Because I don't need to know. I don't care enough. Like when I was younger, I used to always want to know. Like the face, when I used to watch Vanos, H2O Delirious, and they were faceless YouTubers, it's like, oh wow, I wonder what they look like, I really want to know, I really want to know. But realistically, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't change who they are. But yeah, it is putting a face to a voice. When Vanos did his face reveal, I stopped watching him. Because I think the reason why I enjoyed watching him so much was because I didn't know. I was like, oh shit, that's the way it looks like. Oh. Star Wars, please stop spamming. I was like, oh shit, that's what it looks like. Oh. Okay, well, don't really need to watch his videos anymore, and I stopped watching his videos. But now I'm 18 and older, like, I don't care. You look like how you look like. That doesn't change your content. It doesn't make your content any different. It doesn't make your content better or worse. But then at the same time, it kind of does. It makes the viewing experience different. I think that's all. Facecam on Twitch, it not can make a difference. It does make a difference. If I were to stream with Facecam, I may get more viewers. But I'm okay with that. I have a face cam, right? It's on my computer right now, like above it, but it's just off. And the thing is, back not too long ago, it's crazy to think this was like 2-3 months ago, yeah. I had my face in my thumbnails. It was in, I had my face in 3 videos, I believe. It was in my past streams. It was in my thumbnails, but I went and removed it all. And I've heard some people say that they have the videos saved or they have the thumbnails, and it's like, okay, that does give me a bit of anxiety because it's like, if you go and share that when I've clearly removed my face from everything, I'm doing that for a reason. Respect my privacy. So I'm thinking like, likelihood is they don't actually have it. They're just looking for attention, so it doesn't actually bother me too much, but it does give me a bit of anxiety. Because I want my face review, like, put out there on my own terms. I don't want some 11-year-old kid who screenshotted a video of mine with my face in the thumbnail to just have it set on their phone. But realistically, what can you do about that? Not a whole lot. Now, I'll be real with you why I don't show my face. One, I'm a teenager who has frequent breakouts, and I do get insecure when I have those breakouts. Like, but though I do know it's out of my control, kind of. Drink more water, watch your diet, get good sleep. But other than that, it's kind of out of your control and genetic. So I wouldn't want to stream and have the expectation of a webcam being on, but me sitting there feeling insecure and ugly with my webcam on, you know? Also, I'm going to wait for like 4 minutes for Gold Rush to start. What else? I think it kind of keeps people interested, not showing your face. I think showing your face gets more people interested because they can see your reactions and stuff. And there are times when I'm streaming like I would only fuck, what am I saying? I always forget my train of thought. I think having a face cam on allows you to get more interaction and a deeper connection with your viewers, and it allows more people to be invited and feel welcome in the chat. So, and there are times when I'm streaming and I'm like, oh damn, I wish I had a webcam on right now so they could see my reaction, because it's quite funny. But I think at the same time, it leaves a question of mystery. It leaves like a bit of mystery and question about the creator. And I think that's why so many people are still kind of interested in Corpse, is because they hear his voice and see his personality, and they're like, I want to know, I really wonder what he looks like, and that keeps them interested in him. Keeps him relevant. He'll always be relevant because he's now got a big fan base, but it keeps him more relevant because people don't know what he looks like. Does that make sense? And I won't lie to you guys, I've kind of fucked my life up in a sense of education. I got told to leave one college because my work output wasn't great enough. I was too busy gaming. This was before YouTube. I was just gaming because I loved it, and I was competitive in CS, but barely. I was overhyping it, making myself feel better about it because I didn't want to do the work. So I was just like, oh, I'm competing competitively in CS. Yeah, but mate, you're at the bottom level of competitive. You're barely getting, you're not getting anywhere. So that resulted in me not doing any of my work and being told to leave. Hey, what's up, Shining Tiger? So that told me, that got me like kicked out basically. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna take a break from education. Okay, there's a galleon over there. And then what happened? Oh, and then it comes to like September, literally the beginning of September 2020. And it was like, shit, if I don't go to college, what am I going to do with my life? Bear in mind, at that point of September, I'm sitting on just over 1k subs. You know? Sitting on just over 1k subs, making £100 a month, and realistically not getting anywhere. Yeah, that was fucking incredible money. Realistically, I'm not getting anywhere in this YouTube thing in September. So I'm like, this YouTube thing's a bust. It's not really going to go anywhere. Growth is being really slow. Like, yeah, eventually it'll pick up, but for now it's going to be really slow. So I might as well just go back to college. I applied for a college and I was kind of like, yes, my YouTube will eventually slowly get traction, but it's not going to do that for a while. Then December comes around, Christmas Day, I remember Boxing Day, I'd check my subs and I check my analytics. Views are doubled, subs are doubled. Within 2 months, I'm suddenly at 2 to 3k. Then within the next 6 months, I'm at 15k. Well, I say 6 months with four months after December. But let me get more accurate statistics. In February, I believe I hit 10k. And then a month and a half later, I hit 20. Growth was exponential and it was crazy. And I was like, holy shit, this can go somewhere. This can go somewhere. My college took a dip. I stopped, I didn't stop doing my work. I stopped doing my work to good or to acceptable standards. I stopped giving it in on time. I was too focused on playing games and making videos and trying to become, you know, like a good YouTuber, I guess. And the issue with that is obviously my college took a turn. And now suddenly I'm being pressured by my mum and my dad of, hey, what's going on with your college? Why aren't you doing your work? Why am I getting all these emails from your teachers? If you don't continue with college, I need to know, because that's going to affect my financial standpoint from child support. Like, all these different factors, and it's just... I've got all of this, like, shit going on. I've got college to do, I've got YouTube subs to please, which I never thought I'd even have. I've got like 20k people subbed to me expecting content. I've got to provide this content. I've also got to do my YouTube. I've also got to have leisure time. I've also got to see my friends and keep up my relationships with people IRL. I've got like depression to deal with, mental health to deal with. Suddenly everything's just kind of fucking crazy, you know? No, but that's the thing, Alfie. I don't know. I'm sat here like... It's been drilled into my mind by my parents, by teachers, by the education system, that education is everything. That I've been told my whole life that education is everything. If you don't have qualifications, then you're going to get nowhere. If you don't get qualifications, you're not going to get a job. If you don't get a job, then you're going to fail life. You're going to be a bum, you're going to be earning no money, and you're going to be miserable. So now, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I've got all this college stuff to do. If I don't do that, I'm going to fail in my life. But then I've got YouTube to do. If I don't upload to YouTube, the algorithm is going to fuck me over, because the algorithm doesn't wait for anyone. The algorithm sees, okay, they aren't uploading as consistent as they used to. Let's stop suggesting his new content to people, because we can't rely on him as a content creator. So I'm trying to keep up these consistent uploads every 4 or 5 days, getting all these videos out just so the YouTube algorithm doesn't fuck me, while also struggling with my mental health and trying to get my college work done. And with all this pressure from my mum and my dad and being told all these things, it's kind of just like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Everything seems like a panic, and I'll be real with you guys, I went through some very, very dark days and deep nights over the past couple months. I don't know how we got onto this topic of being so deep, but I had some very, very tough days. Anyway, what's the point I'm trying to get across? I'm 18, dude. I'm 18, and I have it somewhat good. Like, I got a fan base of 25k subs. I'm making about $1,000 minimum every month from YouTube. I can afford some stuff that I've not been able to afford before, and I can't get a job because everywhere's saying no. Thank you for the follow, Dragon and Gimmies and Dezado. So this is the best thing that I've got at the moment, but YouTube isn't consistent. YouTube isn't reliable. So I've got all of these things to worry about, and now I've got YouTube to worry about, because obviously, yes, I have to keep providing content, but even if I keep providing content, who's to say my channel isn't going to die in the next week? Who's to say tomorrow I'm not going to wake up, my channel's deleted? Who's to say I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and suddenly I've got so many people unsubbed, or I'm going to see Twitter posts or my comments of people just being like, fuck this guy, I don't want to watch him anymore. And now all of a sudden I'm not making $1,000 a month from YouTube. Suddenly I'm not getting 40 viewers on Twitch supporting me by subscribing. Suddenly I've got nothing. And now I have no YouTube, I have no Twitch, and I have no college qualification. Now I'm a kid who only has GCSEs, the basic fucking high school qualifications to get through life and try and make it somewhere. Because I've been cancelled online and I didn't do anything in college because I prioritized what I was doing online. That's the situation I'm at in life right now. Like, no one's... YouTube isn't a secure job. So... But then it's like... Okay, so... You know YouTube isn't a secure job. You know Twitch isn't a secure job. So why aren't you doing your college work? Because I don't know. I don't know. This is the answer. I appreciate that, PD. And you know what the worst part about that is that I feel I can't really do much in terms of a break because of the YouTube algorithm. And thank you for that as well, Traps. I'm doing forensic science. It's just, I don't know. Like, yeah, if my channel isn't going to die off for a pretty long while, but then you got to think, okay, what if Sea of Thieves stop updating their game in general? I know they won't, but what if Sea of Thieves gets to a point where no one is playing it anymore? What's going to happen to my channel? Obviously, yes, I have dedicated fans. I don't know. I've tried a schedule helps, but then I don't like to use it as an excuse. Then depression kicks in and I'm not sleeping for days, or I'm sleeping too much and saying how I don't give a shit about anything anymore and missing YouTube uploads and not keeping in touch with my fan base, and then I'm worrying about going irrelevant and how people are probably forgetting about me, etc, etc. And then I lie to myself to make myself feel better. I say to myself in these dark days that, oh, you're making videos, you're making content, you're playing games. But realistically, I'm not. I'm just sat there playing video games to pass time, not because I'm enjoying it, just to pass time and get the day over with so I can go back to sleep. Just so I can go back to sleep and forget about this day and try to move on. I'm like, oh, it's okay, yesterday you were recording. No, I fucking wasn't. I was sat here playing Apex Legends or Valorant. Yes, I may have clipped a couple things, which I did were quite nice, like nice aims and nice kill clips or whatever. But that's not making content or a video. You're just saying that to make yourself feel better about doing nothing. But that's also the issue with being a quote-unquote guide channel. Is that people only kind of... Or I get the impression that people are only subbing because I've uploaded a guide and they found it useful. Not because they like me, but because the content I uploaded was useful. And then you could say that's a good thing. But it's like, okay, what if I stop uploading that content? They're gone. And you know what else I also know? I know that in reality, I don't have it hard. I have it good. I have free education. I've got a YouTube channel. I have a fan base that watches me stream and watches my videos. They interact in my Discord. Chances are I'm probably not gonna die as a channel. Yeah, I am, Peter. And the thought process of what if it dies, what if the game does this, what if Sea of Thieves does this, what if this happens, is only going to lead to that happening. What if I stop posting and people don't follow me? What if I don't prioritize X, Y, and Z? Then that's going to happen, you know? Well, thank you for the 100 bits, Speedy. The more you stress about the what ifs, the harder your life's going to be. So live in the moment, live in the now, and do what makes you happy. Otherwise, you're not going to be happy. If you're constantly worrying about what could go wrong, how about you look forward to what could go right? And that's what I try to do most days. I'll tell you another thing which is the main cause of stress in my life, and that is college. I study forensic science, and I know you asked what that was like. Sorry, I didn't answer that question. I really enjoy it. I love it. I chose to go to that college because I wanted to study forensic science, and I love it. So the question is, Cameron, which is my real name, why don't you do your work? Why? And my answer to that question is always, I don't know. Because realistically, if you think about it, hold on, we're at my sanctuary, Broken Stone. If you love something, if you love what you're studying, why don't you do the work? That doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you do it if you love it? Right? And it's like, I will sit there and I will try to do my work. I will open up the page, and then within 5 minutes, my mind's down a rabbit hole. And now I'm no longer doing work. I'm doing other things, and I've gotten distracted. Exactly, Sage. I just gotta keep going, bro. I just gotta keep going and figure it out one step at a time as things come to me. But that doesn't stop it being hard. And I think we all can agree that everything in life is going to be hard, and that's... But you get the reward at the end. It's always worth it. Because whether or not you get what you were expecting, you've always taken a lesson away from it. And I would say a lesson is more valuable than the... What's the word? Than the physical object you get out of it. The lesson is always the most important. I recently came back to Sea of Thieves and saw you and it instantly became an active viewer. Your Telltale guys and other guys helped me so much, dude. Thanks for the great work. I appreciate it, bro. Used to be in the same situation with schoolwork. To be honest, I don't know how I fix a problem. I kind of just knew I wouldn't be successful if I didn't get my work done, but it is very hard just having no motivation to do what you love. Exactly, bro. I was in that situation regarding college assignments. I just had to get it all done instead of postponing the problem whilst making it worse. Yep. And I've caught up on most of it, dude. But there's still some stuff, and it's just like, why can't I do that? Oh god, Wade. Hope that all went well though. I have the same issue with college. I love what I'm doing but struggle with assignments and other work, so if I switch my brain and play games. I then have to rush on the turn-in day to get it done, and it's always... I always say, why did I not do this sooner? Yeah. Oh, trust me, Sage, don't you worry about hate or anything. That will never get to me. I don't give a fuck about what anyone says if it's negative. I just know that it's coming from a place of hate and that they're not doing well, so... If anything, the person leaving hate deserves to get love. That's the thing about my previous college. My first college I ever went to was fucking amazing in terms of mental health. They had this whole department, and I know most colleges and schools claim to have, but it's usually just the school fucking nurse. But they had council workers, or counsellors, sorry, not council workers. They had counsellors, and they had all this support system, which was fucking amazing, but I just ended up having to leave because of how bad I got. And my current one, I don't think they have anyone, I'm not going to lie to you. Ice pack will do the trick, but yeah, let's put an ice on that head of yours. Let's put, yeah. Oh damn bro, your arm fell off? Just put an ice pack on it. It'll be good. Also, I saw that you were talking about starting YouTube, Tiger, and that I was an inspiration, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Hopefully everything's going well. And since the days of education in the very beginning, they were practicing us for factory work. Sit in rows, speak when spoken to. Do this, no questions asked. They were training us to work in factories. And nowadays, robots are replacing the people that work in factories. We don't need to be programmed like robots anymore. We need to be taught to be human. Be taught how to go about our daily functions, how to file a tax report or whatever. I know this is the most commonly argued thing, like, they don't teach us to do our taxes, but they don't. But they don't. And it's a fair fucking argument. It's oversaid, but it is a fair argument. No, but that's the thing. They teach us... Wait, hold on, where am I? Golden Sands, raw sugar. They teach us all these things, but they don't... Right, school kills creativity in children. School silences creativity. If you doodle on something, you're in trouble. If you're drawing in the middle of class, you're in trouble. If you're sketching in a notebook, you're in trouble. If you try and do something on your own, you do it wrong, you're in trouble. School doesn't show us how the world actually works. Now, maybe, yes, that's because we're young and they don't want to, they'll just corrupt us, I don't know. But they don't let us know that, hey, you can drop out and you can go and do this, this and this and become successful. They don't, like, what if they encouraged people to go and try art and be a self-made artist selling their own work? What if they told people, hey, you can go and work in the music industry by creating beats? You can become a musician, a singer-songwriter, whatever. No, it's all, hey, sit in line. You're going to be working in a fucking factory or a retail store, and you got to do this, this, and this in this order. No, they don't teach you that you can be your own person. Now, yes, that comes with teaching you certain qualities and important lessons and principles to know in real life. Yes, it's important. But they don't tell you as a child, like, hey, you can make a living doing what you want and what you love. They just say, hey, you got to do this, get a job and work for your whole life. They don't tell you that you can actually work your whole life and have fun. Yes, give us our core subjects, Maths, English, Science. Why are you going to make us do art? But I guess it's like, they don't have the funds to let children go off and do whatever they want. They don't have the resources in primary schools to let the kids go off and do what they want. They've got to teach them to behave and whatnot. Well, see, that's the thing, Traps. The reason why we all enjoyed life when we were younger is because we didn't have any responsibilities and we didn't know how the world worked. We were ignorant. Not to a fault of our own, we just didn't know anything about the world, and times were simpler. So, everyone misses when they were a kid. But then now, I'm happy as I currently am because I'm older and I know more about the world. I have deeper connections with people. I have deeper connections with people, and I know that I'm going to have these friends for life. Whereas when you're a kid, you're kind of friends with everyone. You kind of just, when you're like 5 years old, you're mates with most people because you're a kid and you go to school with them.
Hey guys, I know this video kind of ended a bit abruptly, but this is just how it ended on stream. I just stopped talking about it, the chat kind of died down and whatnot. But this was taken from a stream of mine. If you're interested in catching stuff like this on stream, where we sort of sit there, just chill out and talk, then feel free to come by my stream. My stream is also Sea of Concepts over on Twitch. We're going to have a couple of things coming out in the future for you in regards to variety content and YouTube memberships, trailers and whatnot, so stick around for that. If you have managed to make it to this time of the video, then you're a fucking madman. And leave a comment. What should you say? Leave a comment saying bananas. Fuck it, bananas. Leave a comment saying bananas, and I will leave it a like and reply to you. But that's about it for this video. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video. Something more Sea of Thieves related.